I'm joined up at the Middlesex Academy in Finchley by Head of Youth Cricket, Rory Coutts. Rory, we're back here, winter time again. You've got the Academy with you. What are you up to?
Well, it comes around so quickly every year, Fletch. We started on the Sunday the 4th of November with the new group of elite player group boys who form the highest potential 20 players in the county. So we've had them in 3-4 times a week, going over their cricket bits, their physical bits, and starting to just develop their game in the lead up to the start of next year.
Now, Alan Coleman has obviously stepped up to assistant coach, which kind of opens the door for you to take over responsibilities here at the Academy. You've also got Mark Lane with you here today. You stepped up to your assistant.
That's right.
You planning on making any changes, or is it pretty much continuing the progress that Alan made?
I think we've largely done things very well over the last few years, and the 6 years that I spent as assistant head of youth cricket was good grounding to be able to tweak tiny bits of what we do. So we'll be looking this year to try and get the boys not only skills-wise up to scratch, but also to try and underpin them with the tactical nous to be able to go and apply their skills when they get outdoors in various situations in a game.
So the intake you've got with you this winter, how many of those came forward from last year and how many fresh have you got in?
So of the 20 lads, there's 6 new faces this year and 14 lads who are returning at various age groups. The youngest lad this year is Mohan Shroff, who's under 14, and then they run all the way up to the oldest lads who are under 18.
So how far away are those under 18s from breaking into the 2s and the 1s? I know obviously a number of them will already have second level experience.
They have. A lot of the lads who are 17 and 18 already have played a number of second team games. The challenge is always to try and get the balance right between them dominating in their own age group, but also going up and being challenged in second team cricket and playing with some senior pros, so to speak.
Brilliant. Well, I've been watching what's going on up here today. What are you specifically focusing on with the lads?
So today's 2 groups, the older lads, the EPG 1 group who are basically your 16 to 18 year olds, they've been in for the last 2.5 hours, and they did a little bit of individual batting, bowling, a little bit of time in the gym, and also a little bit of fielding. This time of year mainly around the individual technical bits that they're looking to develop. So working in real small groups or even in 1-to-1 to build up to the back part of the year where you get a bit more bat for your ball. So the second group who are coming in now, your slightly younger ones, your 14s, 15s and a couple of 16-year-olds, and they're going to be in for the next 2.5 hours. So it's really good quality time with small groups to be able to focus on getting the bits right with your best young players.
Absolutely. And how often are you getting the lads together? I know obviously we're here today on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I think fortnightly you meet on the Sundays, and
well, it's pretty much non-stop. So these elite group boys get a great deal of contact time. So they will come in every Sunday. Sunday's kind of our main day when they're fresh and you can spend the most amount of quality time with them. But we also run evening sessions Mondays and Thursdays for these lads. Most of them come on one of those. Some of them are able to get here for both. And then any afternoon session Monday to Thursday that they're able to get up here. So there's a huge amount of flexibility in the program, but also a huge amount of contact time if they can balance their schoolwork and get time off to get up here.
Well, and that must be an important thing, balancing schoolwork. I mean, I guess obviously what you're trying to do is develop these young men as cricketers. Absolutely. But you obviously don't want to get in the way of their education.
No, it's very much a cricket and education. We can't go down the route of one or the other. And actually the huge success stories, you mentioned Martin and Ethan slightly earlier. Ethan's doing a degree down at Exeter. Martin finished his degree last year at Leeds. And the three of the 4 18-year-old boys who left last year got into their first choice university, and Jack, the 4th, got a professional contract. And I think what we need to continue that trend, because it's such a vital component of it, allowing players to have both aspirations, life aspirations and further career, but also keeping that cricket option open for as long as they can.
Excellent. And just finishing up on Mark Lane, who's obviously joined, I mentioned earlier, as your assistant head of youth cricket. Mark's obviously been involved with Middlesex through the age groups for a number of years. What will Mark bring to the role to assist you?
A huge amount. Mark's obviously an incredibly experienced coach. His previous roles, as many of you would recognise the name, was England women's head coach, and he won Ashes trophies and World Cups with England ladies. He's been with us now for four years, running our 15s, looking after our spin stuff in one of the regions of our county, and he brings a great energy and work ethic to what we do, and I think those are the most appealing parts of working with him. He's got boundless energy, he loves the game, and hopefully that can rub off onto many young players across the county.